Welcome to the Next Level Life and Business Podcast, where you get real talk about what it really takes to make more money and have a better life. And now, your life and business strategist, Cledra Gross.
Hello, my next level friend. This week, we're going to be talking about putting your business revenue on steroids. I'm a little amped up because my husband and I just finished celebrating our 7th year of marriage. And we did something I haven't done in a year, which is go to the mall. So we went to the mall, and the first several stores we went to, there was no one in there. And the ladies, were really friendly and had a great time shopping. And then we went to the upper level, and I could see up ahead that there were people in a line, kind of like a line if you were getting ready to ride a roller coaster. And I was like, what is that? And so we get closer, and I realized it's the Apple store. It's the Apple store. So not only is the inside of the Apple store packed, but the outside, there's a line of people waiting to get in. Can you imagine for your business, if it's not only packed in terms of the clients you have, that you're fulfilling what they've already purchased, but you have people waiting for you? I want to share today how you can create the Apple effect in your own business so that you can put your business on steroids. So let's just dive in. The first thing that Apple has going for it was a vision. The visionary was Steve Jobs. That's very commonly known. Now, the vision that Steve Jobs invited all of us into, I'm sitting here with an iPhone, and if you're like 86% of Americans, you're sitting there with an iPhone as well. You may be watching me on one. So he had a vision for not only what he was going to sell, but also for how Apple was going to show up. And I want to ask you that. Do you have a vision not only for what you're going to be selling, but how you are going to show up? And I say that because during this pandemic, if you're watching this in 2021, we're just a year into the pandemic, I've had people to say, oh, I haven't had on makeup for a whole year. Cledra, why are you wearing makeup? It's because of the way I want to show up for my brand. I dress for my brand because there is a feel, there is a vision that I have for my brand that includes how I show up. And so I want to ask you, do you have a show up vision for your brand? How you are going to show up? Because in the beginning stages of inviting people to experience you and your brand, they can only see how you're showing up. And as I was looking at the Apple store, I looked at how contemporary it was. I looked at the system they had of bringing people in. I looked at how the tables were all systematically lined up, where if you were getting service for your iPad, you were on the left. If it was for your MacBook, you were on the right. If it was for your Nike Apple app, you were in the middle. Your watch, your Apple Watch, they had a specific way that they want to show up. So I want to challenge you with that. Have you defined clearly how you want your brand to show up? And this is the thing. It's not colors and fonts and websites. I'm talking about you personally. The other thing around vision is how the customer experiences you. It amazed me that there wasn't anyone outside of that store looking impatient as they were waiting. And the reason they weren't impatient is because of the anticipation of what they were going to experience once they got in. When you have a brand that, number one, you show up in a way that's enticing for people, and number two, you create a customer experience that people are willing to wait for you, it makes a difference. So I want you to ask yourself, how do people experience your brand? What is the customer experience? The third thing about the vision is the ability to paint the picture. In addition to being able to wait outside patiently, the reason is not only the anticipation of what they were going to get, but it's also the fact that Apple paints the picture for all of us. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. I had no idea. There wasn't a picture in my mind that I would love to FaceTime my husband or to be able to text my mother. They had to create that, to paint that picture for us. So are you painting a picture for your customers so that they can see something that they have never seen before? To create that Apple effect where you are not only delivering sales, but you have people waiting like, come on, I can't wait for you to get to me. You have to paint a picture. And that picture has to invite them into an aspect of their life that they aren't currently experiencing. So those are the things that I wanted to share about vision. The other part, Steve Jobs was the visionary, but Steve Wozniak was the implementer. He was the one that was able to implement everything, and they called him Woz. And so what Woz was able to do was to have an implementation plan. And so this is the part that isn't as fun or sexy, right? The implementation plan is doing the daily revenue producing activities. It's looking at, okay, what seeds am I going to plant today? Because this is the thing, wherever you are in terms of your revenue, it's a result of what you planted 90 to 120 days ago. So you don't eat from the tree that, when you plant something today, you don't eat the fruit today. So what seeds are you planting today so that 90 days from now in the next quarter, you will be able to have that revenue that's on steroids? All right. So that's what I have to share with you this week. Listen, if you're ready for the next step as a next level woman in life and business, then I invite you to my Next Level Revenue Mastermind. I am so not interested in having a huge Facebook group or to talk to you one way on Clubhouse. I want interaction. I want to create a community of next level women who are serious about taking their life and business to the next level. And to do that, we need to interact. And so I'm creating this container where you and I can interact together every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. There are no replays because this is the thing. When I got serious about taking my business and my life to the next level, I made a point to schedule success. Success is scheduled. And so I'm inviting you into an opportunity to schedule your success and your next level by attending the Next Level Revenue Mastermind. It's complimentary invitation. And all you have to do is register, and I'll send you the Zoom link, and we will have a powerful time together. That I can promise, because that's the vision for my brand. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I can't wait to see you next week, hopefully in the Next Level Revenue Mastermind.